Hi guys, my name is Rob from XGamer606. That's my channel, and I'm going to be teaching you guys Ruby. This is the first video in the series. I recommend using Programmer's Notepad or Notepad++ for your coding. It's just they're very good environments to work with code in, because the syntax is highlighted and whatnot. Later on, we'll get into something called interactive Ruby, which is real-time coding with Ruby, making real scripts and anything. So, okay, I guess we can begin now. In Ruby, we're gonna start with the traditional. Ruby is by far one of the easiest programming languages to learn, and it's one of the most efficient. In my personal opinion, it varies among the developer community. Personally, Ruby has this thing called Rails, which is used for web development, and to me it's just so much more efficient than using PHP with MySQL. It's great. But so we're going to start out with the classic. How do you write just a simple string, hello world in Ruby? It's very simple. Put s hello world. That's it. And then you can save this. Now this gets saved as a .rb file. So you can put test.rb. Now to run it, see, if you try to double click on your RB file, it's not going to work. That's because you have to go to start your command prompt with Ruby. Now we're going to cd to desktop and then test.rb. And as you can see, it still won't run. You have to type Ruby and then the file name. And as you can see, it displays the string hello world. That's how simple it is to run Ruby files. That's how simple it is to display one string hello world in Ruby. And it's just amazingly efficient. If you guys are wanting to know how to get Ruby on Windows, I will show that to you in another video, or I'll put it in the description one. Oops, that was not supposed to happen. Okay, so now that we know how to put a string, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to interact with the command line. For example, say you want to retrieve the name of someone. Say you're making I don't know, login system. The way you would do this is you would mash print, or you would type print, and then whatever you want in this little thing right here. It really doesn't matter what you put right here, but for the specific demonstration, we're wanting to get someone's name for our quote-unquote login system. Now the next thing you need, what this is going to do is this is going to just print it. All that is text. This has no value other than that. But the next thing we're going to put is the variable. Now name equals get s. Now you may be asking yourself, well, what is this? If you're a first-time programmer, no knowledge of other language. Well, what this is this is a variable, and a variable can be anything. This could be called anything. This could be called noodles equals gets, and what that would do, what the gets does, is that gets a string. So whenever you input that, the program runs that, it's going to wait for the user to type something in. And in these, what are these called? I wouldn't say brackets. I don't know. In this little section here, that's where the value that you input will be stored. So if it queries me this and I type in, my name is Rob, then after I type that in the command line, Rob will be input here, and I'll show you what I mean by that later in case you need a more vivid demonstration. And then after that, let's say we want it to demonstrate the value I just gave it. What I'm saying is, what if I want to see, I want Ruby to show me what I just told it. So for that, I would tell it to put a string, and then, oops, hello, and then variable. Now, you may be asking yourself, what's this do? Put s, if you remember that was from our hello world. Now, all put s is it just puts a string. And then in quotes, we have hello, and then this. You don't know what this is yet. I'll get to that. Now, hello, this can be anything. And the reason, if some of you are watching this and you're saying, just get on with it, already know that can be anything. Well, see, some people, they don't. It makes programming extremely confusing when you don't know that this little section right there can be anything. So, but for this demonstration, we're just going to say hello. And then right here, what this does is this references. Now, you can only do this with double quotations. You can't do this with a single, whatever that is, tack, I guess. You can only do this specific, command with double quotations. And what this says is, basically all this is going to do is display what you inputted for your variable. And you can change this to anything. So if I want to say put that as game, and then my variable, it would have to also be game in order for me to get what I just inputted. But I'm going to leave that as name. Oops. And then now we're going to run this file. So we're going to save it. And now we're going to go to interact with Ruby. And we're going to go Ruby test.rb. Now you'll see there's an error. Here's why there's an error. I didn't realize that. Print cannot be capitalized. It must be lowercase. This is very important. That was a mistake on my own. I'm sorry about that. Print and put s, they can't be capitalized. You have to type them exactly as shown here. Simple as that. Now, back to our command line. This is the program we just wrote over here. And I'm going to be going through it at the same time in real time so you know exactly what it's doing. So this right here, this is just printed, alright? That's all the print statement does is display this line of text. Now over here, this is demonstrating the get s, which is get string. So this part, pretty much, and the program doesn't run visual like I'm demonstrating. I'm just demonstrating where these certain pieces of the program are coming from. If that doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. Then just ignore that because it's not that important. But so all this idling, is from the getS because it's wanting to get a string. It's waiting for me to input something. So I'm going to put my name is Rob, and it will say, hello, Rob. And it gets my name from the numeric bracket, or whatever that's called, name. I really need to learn what those are called, because, or remember, because I can't. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not teaching this good because I don't know. But I guess we'll continue in the next video.